Some major changes could soon be on the way for one of Sacramento's most historical sites. We're talking about Sutter's Fort, a popular local stop for school groups and tourists.
Tonight we're getting answers on how what is taught there may soon change.
That's the central building. That's the original part of the fort.
For decades, visitors to Sutter's Fort in Midtown Sacramento have seen what life was like for pioneers during the mid-1800s.
It was a main hub for trade.
Now there are plans to change what's taught at the State Historical Park.
For too long, this place has, I think, diminished and distorted the impact on Native American people.
The State Parks Department is working with California tribes and holding a series of public meetings to come up with a new interpretive plan.
It's about telling the truth of what occurred.
2 years ago, a statue of John Sutter was removed from the hospital across the street from the fort, and historians are taking a closer look at the darker side of his history.
He traded with Native American tribes, and sometimes he traded for slaves.
The local Miwok peoples were forced to eat out of pig troughs. They were forced to build the fort and, were enslaved and incarcerated at the fort.
So how could lessons change at Sutter's Fort? We're getting answers.
Kids come into the site more with the perspective of a historian trying to understand the big issues that surrounded this site, how it affected the people both in the fort itself and the people around it.
The Parks Department says other state historical sites could also see educational revisions.
This is in many ways just the beginning of a comprehensive effort by state parks to really rethink the way we talk about some of these complex issues.
I really am appreciative of state parks being willing to be brave in that sense and tell the truth about what occurred.
The first public workshop is later this month, and changes could go into effect by the end of the year.